Warm greetings to everyone. We are students of SNS College of Engineering, Department of Computer Science and Technology, first year, here to interview Mr. Vikram Venkat, Simulation and Validation Engineer, for Via Hella Automotive India Private Limited.
Hi everyone, I'm Vikram. I'm working in Hella Automotive Private Limited as simulation and validation engineer. And today I'm here to give you all a overview of what about the companies and in and around what they are doing about.
Hello, sir. I'm Disha. My question is, how would you describe your company?
I would describe my company as the leading professionals where we belong to the electronics and also lighting technologies, where I personally belong to lighting segment where we take the lightings and simulations where we do as a sun load simulation, which is if a car hits with the overall sunlight, where the damages and it makes certain glare in it. So what we do, we just simulate where all the parts it gets deformed or it get burned. We just record those things and we make a file of it, and that goes as a result to the companies all over the world. Majorly, we focus on Volkswagen Group, where we belong, and we all give major preference to the German-based vehicles. And basically, we are Fovia Hella. We are basically from German. Our head office is located in German, and in India, we have two offices located, one in Chennai and another is in Coimbatore. We take care of the design and also the development, where they call it as D&D, which is also the major part of R&D, research and development, as a segment, and also D&D is also a segment where we belong to D&D. We also design and we also do research things.
Hi, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Can you describe your last supervisor and what traits of theirs did you admire?
Okay, my last supervisor name was Ashok Kumar Nagarajan. Earlier, I was in another company. His trait was a gem of a person. He had a lot of inputs inside him, and also he used to give other people where they lack. Mainly, if a person is willing to help others, that would be a great thing. If there might be people who are willing to grasp knowledges, but there are not all who can provide the knowledge to certain people who are wants to acquire some knowledges. If a person who is giving you all the knowledge, you must have certain patience. Definitely, they must have certain patience where they should know what level of understanding you have and at what stage he could give you further references and guidances to enhance your skills in the work and also as a professional person and also outside the office or the colleague basis, everything. His trait was like managing self and also managing the people around him. As a reporting manager, there are certain people who are rude. Certain people they just want to make or do the works done. Uh, Apart from that, he had gave many inputs which were so useful for a professional and also self-maintained life also. He gave us a lot of financial support, financial knowledge, and also the as a fresher, if you get into a company, the major first person you would get into a reporting manager. So if a reporting manager has plenty of knowledge, he could spill a lot of knowledge to you too. So that would give you enormous of opportunities and also to grasp knowledges. So you could gain so earlier. If a good RM is there, you could gain the knowledge so earlier. You could grasp everything faster. And if he is having patience to explain you everything, that matters a lot. He has the patience, and also he gave lots of time rather than doing his own work. He had spent training the newbies a lot. Apart from the other trainers, or apart from training, he was giving a lot of inputs, which were small, minute things which helped a lot while making the reports or contacting with the customers related their queries. It was all so useful with him. So the trait which he had was mainly, I'll say, the mannerism mainly, and then secondly, he used to manage people around him. Managing people and knowing their limitations, their grasping knowledge, and their willingness to do certain things. That would make a lot of difference. I've gained a lot from him, actually.
Thank you, sir.
So my next question is, how would you approach an employee about poor work performance?
Okay, how would I approach? Basically, I would ask him where he is lagging mainly. Is there any discomfort or any lack of knowledge he has? First of all, rather than accusing him for certain mistakes or poor performance, I would ask him where is he lagging mainly, first thing. So if he is uh, known about his failures, I would ask him to enhance in these certain steps. Small progress every day matters a lot. Maybe I will give my inputs regarding you should do this way. I'll just show him. If a person knows the proper steps from basics, so he could attain expert level. So if he is lagging in the basics, you need to teach him the basics. Uh, Apart from discouraging him, we should know where he is exactly capable of, where he is doing a perfect job. If a person is not good with making a report, put him in another. Maybe he will be good in checking the quality of a document, or he'll be good at designing, or he'll be good at contacting the customers and knowing their values and knowing their inputs. So nobody is lesser or nobody is far superior. Everybody are in a stage we learn day by day. Every day we have certain things to learn, and every day we acquire knowledge, and we just like just forget it. Later, if it comes for a instance, we'll just recall it, and then maybe you could recall it completely. Maybe you could recall it for half the thing. Where if we will be there halfway, and the other halfway should be always from a person who knows better than you. There might be anyone. If a person or if a student is better than you should just go and ask him. There is no shame on it. You should just go and ask him. Even here in office, if a person had got stuck in some period of time or something in between while designing, what he would do is he just go and ask the other person. Making a circle would also create the poor performer to enhance him. Rather than suppressing him, we should just make him help and grow him and what. Than just cornering him and pushing away from the company would not help him anyway. Because the people who are coming inside the office, they'll be getting the proper training initially. Maybe some people have better grasping knowledge, the other people would not have that much better grasping thing. So we should not discourage them. So we should enhance them, enhance their knowledge day by day, so that they would perform well in the forthcoming days. Mostly, if that isn't happening, we should change him to some other domain. If he is not good with research, you change him to quality. If no, he's not good with quality, you just change him to production. Or maybe you will be good with administration things. So we have to change the person's domain so that any one domain it may suit him very well. I would do it personally.
Thank you, sir.
So, can you tell about the most difficult experience you encountered so far?
A most difficult experience. Okay. We had one incident in recent time. We were about to give headlamps for Lamborghini that were about to the crucial of time in designing the same component at a different what we would say we had this wall thickness. We have it's a complex design where we had plenty of manufacturing what we say manufacturing difficulties or making the tools for them. We had plenty of difficulties in those. It was like it was about my finger, just this gap, or maybe this gap it would be. So it was that thin. You should make different LEDs for them inside it. So it would be in a pattern shapes. It has a different pattern shapes, and also you should manufacture according to that. You will be having the car's backside interface where the headlamps has to be placed. So we should also consider the space between the headlamp and also the inside of a car. So what we faced is we had structured everything, and while facing it, we got an issue that the thickness was a bit 2.5 mm, I guess. Yeah, just 2.5 mm. It was a bit higher. So what it happened, we have to fix it, and the car is in China. From here, we took the part there and we started fixing it. What happened? A person from here who went there for fixing, he has the only one complete finished part. So while he's fixing, it was the car show with the next week. So what happened? We made a dummy resultant for that. It was like it was not completely done, but he had fixed in it because we have the show on next week, next within the next 3 days. We had fixed it, and later, while it was in the show, we just went there and replaced the real front lamp or headlamp. That was the major consequences and also problem which we faced and rectified it.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, when you are balancing multiple projects, how you keep yourself organized?
Okay, every project has certain structures for it. Maybe if I'm working in my domain, I would say if I'm working in a project which is in Lamborghini or the other project which is from Volkswagen or any car it might be, there are certain SAP facilities you will be having. So SAP is a tool where you just place all the different parts. If it belongs to Volkswagen thing, it belongs to the Volkswagen thing, and we have certain numbers for them, numberings and alphabets will be added. So managing multiple projects at same time is not it. If you are strong with the basics, the main structural is all important. If you go step by step, you can manage it. And also, if you are switching from one project to the other project, you should focus on the basics. Maybe if I'm doing the rear lamp or previously simultaneously I'm doing the headlamp. The basic is all the same, but what we do is we come from behind for the rear lamp, and this is from the front. So we have plenty of light systems, fog lamp light systems, or front LED light systems, halogen light systems, and yeah, we are all developed adaptive headlamps where if a car comes, it doesn't make the other person who's coming opposite side, it won't be glad. So managing different projects is a bit tricky, but what I would suggest is if you're switching to other project on a same day, take a break, just go and take some coffee or something, just come and come back, sit for a 10 minutes or 15 minutes, go through on what you have finished earlier from top to bottom. If you see a design, what you see is from where to where we have designed and what stage we have stopped. Make a note every day. Maybe if you could use OneNote of Microsoft, or you could just have a diary where you have finished from where and tomorrow on what part you should start. Or make a sticky note. I've completed till this and I have to complete this on tomorrow. There are nobody who could push you to finish on certain time, or there might be a deadline, but you should never drag. Procrastination is the main source where you kills every productivity. You should never procrastinate. Do the thing which you have planned on a same day. That would help you. Part everything.
Thank you, sir.
What is the reason behind choosing this job?
Okay, my reason for doing or choosing this job or doing or choosing was majorly one thing. I was all totally into motor vehicles. I love vehicles a lot mainly. I wanted to make or be a part where automobiles take places. There should be a lot of automobiles in and around myself. I love the places where I still remember the first years. That was the main film which made me uh, go crazy in car vehicles, uh, petrol vehicles mainly, and also cars and bikes, everything. Uh, Automotive and also aeronautical thing, or mechanical thing, the manufacturing, making anything move, maybe if it's a sports car or if it's manufacturing of a small cycle, that is making certain things to move. So you could ride a bicycle or you could go with a flight. Everything was made from a scratch, and now we are all implementing IoT services, and also um artificial intelligence is taking place in every vehicles, ADAS systems, and moreover, many software companies are gaining income because of automobiles, and also eventually, it gets from insurance companies and also medical related things, or website creations, I would say. But if you take a car vehicle, it has plenty of integrated engineers we work in it, mainly ECE or triple E, we'd say, and also IT professionals. They design the websites, or if a person wants to buy a car, you just go and search it in website. So there we create opportunity for n number of people also. So the main thing I focused of getting or choosing into this job was I want to be around cars and vehicles. I love cars and I want to design them. If you are good with designing and that products are coming into market, and while you seeing it, it puts a lot of smile and happiness into you. That's the major thing I focused on.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, what's your strongest soft skill and how can you apply for this role?
Okay, my strongest soft skill, uh, I would say of five. First of all, you should master creativity, and I would say mastering it. I would say just uh, think out of the box sometimes. Um, maybe you could be right, or maybe you'd be wrong, or if you're you're making some thought of yours into reality. Mainly, I would say creativity, time management. Then I would recommend everyone to master leadership quality. Third one is majorly important thing, and be a team player for a soft skill. Mainly communication is so important. These five things would be great. And also, there is a book called Atomic Habits. I would recommend everyone to at least hear the podcast of it. Uh, that would help. The soft skills would be uh, it has the lessons a lot of in Atomic Habits. You could go and read the book, or else you could hear the podcast of someone.
Thank you, sir.
Can you give some advice for us to improve our soft skills?
Okay, improving your soft skill. I can't say that advice. I would ask you or suggest you like focus on the controllables mainly. If you could don't think about the results. Never think about the results or think about the process where you're good with the basics. You're following all the steps. You're doing it in a right thing. And it all starts majorly from making time for everything, schedule everything. Planning is most recommendable. Make a plan for you, even um, if you are going out with your friends, or you should make a plan for it. Where you should go, at what time you should go, or what you should eat, and what will be the best thing to eat at that place. Uh, I would recommend you all to search. Don't settle down. Just search something every time. Just knowing, yeah, this is enough for now. We have done it. What is it behind that? Just search on it. Just keep searching. As Abdul Kalam sir said, dream big. Just dream. That's it. Just think out of the box, and also try and fail. Don't think that failure would suppress you. To be frank, in college, even I was got many failures, but when it comes to the office, there are certain good people who could help you come out of your failures too. Failure is not always to be a failure thing. Once you fail a lot, you know what success is all about. The more failures you have, the more success is also the equal and opposite reaction would take place. That's it.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, how would you approach an issue you don't know how to resolve it?
Okay, I had an issue earlier. Uh, so if I am not aware of it, and what problem it prompts, or what problem the other people are saying me, or if I am getting any problem in between designing or any other manufacturing thing, what I would do is just go back and search for the basics. Uh, just reconsider from the basics. What were all the processes we have done? And is there any mistakes in between the process, or in between maybe a small mistake you could have done? Maybe you could resolve by your own. If you are totally confused, go and ask for your seniors or even your colleagues. I would definitely recommend those because you don't want to mess it up more. You want to solve the problem. So what you have to do is a person might know. Not everyone are unaware of any problem. Maybe that could be the first and the last problem, or that is the first instance of a problem. It might be. Maybe you could go and surf it in online and know what procedures to be followed and what should be cured all about. If there is a bug in a program, what you would do is you will debug. It is also the same thing. It's all about the add and minus, like mathematical thing. If you have a proper formula and if you follow it, you would definitely get the result. That's it.
Thank you.
So, how will you describe your leadership skills?
In my leadership skills, I would say I'm more into comfortability of a person, I would say. If I'm managing certain people all about or around 5 to 6 people, if I'm managing, I know everyone's characters. Everyone have certain characters, and everyone have certain uh, acceptance level and certain capacity to complete the tasks in a given time. And also, some people uh, they won't be having that level of completing tasks within the limits. So, what I would ask them, or I would just go them and ask, just being a leader and just allocating the work, it won't help any team to grow. So what I would see mainly is if this task is given to a certain person, or if this is the task can that only be completed with Diksha, if I would give that to you, if that task should just end perfectly, in the sense I will just get given to the some other person like Disha. If she is perfect in that, I would ask her, this task you have done it earlier. That's what the main training period it determines, where who is strong in what. So allocating the tasks to the person who is very aware of it can complete within the end period or within the timeline. But I would also make, if I am expert in something, I would also teach everyone in my team. So if the other person, if Disha is perfect in something, I would ask her to demonstrate in every way. And if Disha is perfect in something, I would ask and demonstrate you to everyone, so that everyone in a team will be aware of something. If there is a problem, if you leave the company or if you get any uncertain things, your place will be empty. So that can't be happening. So that will make productivity very, very less. So what we do is we have to give knowledge transfer to each and everyone in the uh, domain or any team which I hold. Knowledge should be given to everyone.
Thank you, sir.
So, what have been the biggest challenge you have faced so far?
Biggest challenge which I faced. Come again, or what you do? Biggest
Yes, so
challenge
what
I faced.
biggest challenge you have faced so far?
Okay, biggest challenge which I faced so far. Mm, maybe losing the people. Uh, Maybe it could be an emotional thing, but uh, if you could control an emotion and get rid of that emotion, and once you get out of it, you become very strong and you become very open-minded. You just control every emotions. Main thing is biggest challenge for me, it was coming out of my emotional trauma. That is the biggest problem, I would say. It was a past problem. Rather than there is no huge problem for a person. Yeah, you have stress, you have problem, you have to complete the task in certain period, you have to work, you have to gain money, everything is all fine. But you should also make time to free up yourself. You should do that also.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, thank you so much for spending your valuable time with us. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you,
was
sir.
nice talking to you people.